Welcome back to Blind Reading with Hungry Harmony. Today's read, Bride of Discord, The Dilemma. We're not really going to give in to his demands, are we? Rarity asked. They had left the waxy throne room to continue their meeting in the map room. Okay. We may not have a choice, Twilight said. Discord thought this out very well. I need my horn to power the elements, but the only way I can get it back is if we don't use the elements to stop him. Finding a piece of land with no ponies around will not be difficult. What about the third deal? Applejack inquired. She sighed. Discord knows how desperate we are to get the princesses back. But we can't just hand some pony over to be his wife, Rarity exclaimed. We might as well be making a sacrifice to the devil. Oh my gosh, Rarity. He said his bride has to go willingly. I think we should announce this to the citizens and see if any pony is willing to make such a sacrifice. Who would make such a sacrifice? Fluttershy had been silent the entire time. She couldn't get over the fact that Discord had been there. The way he had spoken to her, touched her, looked at her, it gave her the shivers. It's giving me the shivers. She told herself she was being paranoid, but if that was the case, why did it seem to single her out? Ooh. We should at least accept the terms of the first two, Twilight decided. If I had my magic, we could be able to find another solution, and it would be easier to think if there weren't pigs flying outside. Every pony nodded in agreement. What about Cadence? Shining Armor asked. And our daughter? I want her back too, Shining Armor, his sister assured him. But to sacrifice one of our own? I don't like the idea either, but Discord has a point. Instead of losing 4, we would only lose 1. And I don't know how long Cadence will last. She's strong. No matter what her condition, she's always been able to pull through. Celestia and Luna will be strong too. Whoever they are, I'm sure they're holding out. Woo! This is exciting. You want to get married? Luna scoffed after Discord and told them his plan. Who in the world would want to marry you? It's like Rarity and Luna, same. Go ahead, laugh, Discord said, rolling his eyes. Just thought you would want to know what your lives are going to cost. You'll never get away with this, Discord, Celestia bellowed. Bellowed, not another word I can't say. Bellowed, I think it's bellow. Yes, the whole you'll never get away this speech. I'll respond with the usual comeback. Oh, but I will. Any other cliche you would like to point out, Celestia? Just you wait until Shining Armor gets here, Cadence snapped. Human Prince good for nothing who always need his baby sister to come in and save the day. She growled and lashed her hooves through the bars of the cage. Discord simply laughed. Oh, you three are just too amusing. Either of you willing to save the others and accept my proposal? Luna spat at him while Celestia shouted, Never. And I'm already married, creep. I remember that, like, that's kind of creepy. Cadence barked, Hey, just asking. A voice called from outside the cave. Discord! The Draconicus turned. Oh, would you look at that? Sorry to leave you girls, but I have a meeting. With a wave of his paw, the cage vanished, and he went to meet his visitor. Twilight Sparkle and her 5 companions were standing at the entrance. Ah, my old friends, have you made your decision already? Yes, Twilight said defiantly. She turned her head and nodded. Spike emerged from behind her, bearing a jewel-encrusted case. The Elements of Harmony! He hesitantly stepped forward and placed the box in front of the Draconicus. We accept your terms and promise never to use our Elements of Harmony against you. And to show you that we are serious about this, Spike opened the case to reveal the 5 necklaces and crown inside. Discord raised his eyebrows in surprise. I appreciate the gesture, but keep them. I don't want those things anywhere near me. He shoved the case with his foot. and then backed away as if it were on fire. What about my piece of land? The castle ruins in the Everfree Forest, Twilight stated. You may do with them what you like. And no pony will disturb me? No pony, as long as you confine your mischief within that area. And that area would be... Marked by the rope bridge. Discord clapped his hands. Excellent, excellent, but who's the lucky mare I'm marrying? Twilight glanced away. Well... If you think we're going to send some pony to marry the likes of you... You want your princesses back? You give me what I want, he sighed. But I'm a creature of my word. He snapped his fingers, blinding every pony with a white flash. When the light was gone, Twilight's horn was back on her head and the chaos from outside had ceased. I have all the time in the world to wait, Discord said nonchalantly. The princesses, however, will give you anything, Twilight pleaded. Just please don't hurt them. I told you, when my demands are met, they go free. Why not save us all some time and give yourself up? Who are you talking to? Rainbow demanded. Any of you. I don't care which one, but if some pony doesn't come forward, I will just have to make the decision myself. How about I give you... He tapped his chin. 3 days. Isn't there anything else you want? Twilight beseeched. Look, it's a bride or no deal. Got that? But I think we're done here. He zapped himself out of the cave, leaving the distressed ponies behind. He couldn't accept anything else? Shining Armor asked. He'll take a bride and nothing but... Twilight replied sullenly. They had announced Discord's request to cancel out that morning. So far, no pony was willing to accept such a fate. What do we do now? Applejack wondered. Twilight sighed. We made a promise not to use the elements against him. And if we break it, he's free to do whatever he likes. Unless we blast him in before he does anything, Rainbow suggested. He's the only one who knows where the princesses are. If we turn him to stone, we never get them back.
Why haven't they tried contacting us?
Scoodle inquired.
I mean, Celestia sends you messages through Spike, and Luna can enter dreams.
Neither of them have their horns, which means... Realization hit her. They can't raise the sun or moon. Even without Discord's chaos, Order and Equestria will not stand without them. Without the sun, none of the crops will grow. And who knows how long the moon and stars will stay out without Luna's magic. We could be facing eternal darkness. Ooh, coming back to Nightmare Moon. Coming back to Nightmare Moon.
What about you?
Sweetie Belle asked.
Aren't you a princess now?
I can't raise the sun. Do you know how powerful you have to be to accomplish that? Well, and the only things, like, you know, unicorns were the ones who actually raised the sun. So you could do it with a bunch of powerful unicorns, but you know that, well, you know, how long will that take? So, yeah. Tears streamed down her cheek. Shining Armor put an assuring hoof on her. Don't worry, we'll get them back. We'll get them all back. We just have to solve this dilemma. He looked towards the others. I know no pony wants to spend eternity with that monster, but we got to think. I should go. Every pony stared at Twilight. This all happened while Equestria was under my rule. I should put the well-being of my subjects before myself. I won't allow it, her brother insisted. But Cadence would not stand for it. I want her back as much as you do, but I don't want to lose my little sister in the process. For the sake of my friends, Rarity declared, I believe I should go. No, Sweetie Belle cried, hanging onto her leg. I need you, big sister. And while Mom and Dad say, looks adorable, little Sweetie Belle. Applejack took off her hat and... I should go. Oh my gosh, no. Don't even think about that. Apple Bloom commanded, we need you, Sweet Apple Acres. The orphans need you too.
Me then.
again! Oh my gosh. Rainbow questioned. A desperate hub from school dismissed the idea. Oh, what about me? Pinky asked seriously, which was out of character for her. I mean, I already like his chocolate milk crane.
That may be the case, Pinky, Rainbow said. But come on, you married?
Why I'm laughing is because after season 9, Pinky's the one who actually is married to Cheese, so it's kind of funny when everyone just said that. It's like, of course Pinky would be married. Oh, sorry, that's why I laughed. Okay, I'll continue. As the others argued, Fluttershy dealt with an internal argument of her own. She did not dare to say her thoughts aloud, knowing her friends would just dismiss them. They all had reasons for staying behind. Responsibilities, family. What did she have? They were her animals and friends, but what happiness would she bring them if they were to live in darkness for the rest of their lives? What happiness would she bring them if she left? Fluttershy! Every pony quieted down as Applejack leaped onto the chart table. Look, it's been a long night for all of us. I say we get some sleep and see what can be done tomorrow. They all agreed and retired to their rooms. Fluttershy. It's so weird. Just reading it is completely different than watching it. It's just, what? As in, like, the feeling, it's almost like I'm reading it for the first time, or learning about the story for the first time, I mean. Of course I'm reading it for the first time. It was happening again. It was dark, and she was in his arms. His lion fingers were running through her mane, even though she knew this was a dream. It sent chills up her spine. Luna, where the heck are you? Why won't you go away? She squeaked. Her captor's cackle echoed into the darkness. My dear, don't you understand? I'm in your mind because you keep me here. Well, I don't want you here. Go away. He chuckled, and soon his face was inches away from hers. Creepy, creepy, creepy. What are you waiting for, my dear? You know what you have to do. You know I favor you over the others, so do it. Oh my gosh. No, she tried to struggle out of his grasp. I don't. He whispered into her ear, if you don't do it, who will? Creepy, creepy. Fluttershy woke with a start. She put her hoof to her head and whimpered. I can't do it, she thought. I just can't. What will the others think? She could not go back to sleep, so she went down to the kitchen to get a snack. She screamed when she bumped into someone, causing them to fall and drop a tray of food. I thought she got scared or something, like screamed like, ah, what in tarnation? Fluttershy? The Pegasus squinted at the pony on the floor and gasped. Oh, Applejack, I'm so sorry. You startled me. The southern pony rubbed her head as she got up. It's okay. I'm guessing you couldn't sleep either, huh? She shook her head. Nightmare again? She nodded. It was different this time. He spoke to me. He was... Calm down. Tell you what, after I clean this up, I'll make us both some apples and peanut butter. Sound good? Fluttershy sniffed and nodded with a smile. As they ate, she told Applejack about her dream. Her friend listened intently. You're letting his threat on the princesses get to you. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. The Pegasus looked down at her hooves. Applejack, can I tell you a secret? Oh, secret. The cowgirl sighed. Fluttershy, you know how bad I am at keeping secrets? With me being the element of honesty and all, I'm a terrible liar. You don't have to lie, just don't mention it to any pony. Okay, but... Oh, why me? Well, it's a very shocking secret. Twilight would be against it. Rarity would overreact. Rainbow Dash would tell me it's a bad idea, and Pinkie Pie, well... Alright, I get it. So, what's the secret? First, you've got to promise not to tell any pony, and not to freak out. I promise. Pinkie promise? She sighed. Cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye. I use that Pinkie promise a lot, and people don't get it around me because, of course, they're not bronies, so they would not understand it. So I get the awkward situation. Yay! Fluttershy glanced around and then gestured for her to come closer. I'm thinking of... The rest was inaudible. Come again? This time was quieter. Didn't hear ya. Didn't hear ya. I'm thinking of going with Discord. She shouted? Oh, my bad. I think I'm going with Discord, she shouted. Applejack choked on her apple. What? You said you wouldn't freak out. I had no idea you were. Then she stopped and took a breath. You're right. I promised I wouldn't. But still, how could you even consider going with that monster? If I don't go, who will? Fluttershy. Do you hear yourself? We need Princess Celestia and Luna to bring the day and night, and Cadance with child. Discord won't let them go unless some pony takes your place. I think that pony should be me. No, you shouldn't. You can't. I'd rather go instead of you. But you have family. But you have your family to take care of, and the orphans. They look up to you. Twilight has her crown and shining armor. Rarity has her shop and Sweetie Belle. Rainbow Dash is a Wonderbolt, and Pinkie Pie has her job at Sugar Cube Corner and to make every pony smile. I have no pony. No purpose. Oh my gosh, Fluttershy. Everyone has a purpose. This is just killing me. Oh my gosh. You have no pony? You have your animals. You have your friends. You have your brother. You have your mother and father. Except I think in this alternate universe, I think she doesn't. My bad. Yeah, because I remember this is when before we were introduced to Zephyr Breeze and Fluttershy's parents. So my bad on that. Because it just came back. But still, Fluttershy, you have your friends. You have your animals. Your animals depend upon you. And yeah, of course, someone else can take care of them. But you have a special talent of talking to animals that no one else has. Who's gonna help them? I'm sorry, this just made me really sad. Just when she says she has no purpose, that just kills me. Everyone has a purpose. No matter how depressed they think they are, they think they have no future. Everyone deserves a second chance, deserves a purpose. They all have a purpose. They just may not know it. Okay, sorry, I'll continue. What are you talking about? Of course you have a purpose. The animals back in Ponyville depend on you. Somebody else can take care of them. And don't think you haven't any pony. She put a hoof around her. You've got lots of friends who would be heartbroken if you left. I'm changing accents, so this is bad. But suppose no pony agrees to marry Discord. Would all the ponies and animals be better off then? Applejack paused. Well, what if my dreams are a sign? What if this is my fate? Fluttershy, your fate is not to be unhappy for the rest of your life. Tied to that creature. Why not? She snapped. Can't you see that no matter what I'll choose, I'll always be unhappy? It's because of the nightmares. It's because of the nightmares. You were happy before the nightmares, that's for sure. You don't really believe that, do you? Pegasus buried her face in her hooves. I don't know. I just don't know. Applejack patted her on the back. I think we should talk to Twilight. Her head shot up. No! You Pinkie promised! But she'll know what to do. No! She'll just say it's a bad idea. Okay, but hear me out. I don't like this decision you're making. But we should at least ask some pony for advice. Some pony with unbiased judgment. Who? Applejack thought for a moment and then lit up. Zecora! She always has good advice. Maybe she can help. You mean... Fluttershy gulped. I'll have to go to the Everfree Forest? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Look, I don't know if you'll do us any good, but it's worth a shot. The Pegasus looked up at her friend and nodded. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was precious. That was precious. And I almost cried. Just almost. Not really. But just that line that Fluttershy says she has no purpose, that just kills me. When anyone else says that, just like everyone has a purpose. And that just killed me. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching. I will have a little bit more of comments later. Sorry about that. It's, oh man. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for the next chapter, chapter 6. Hungry Harmony, out.